Hi guys, it's Manic here. We'll just see if there's a few people can come on. See how we go. Just go for about an hour. I don't want to drift into Canadian drone hub or anything. How you going, guys? I've got a few people in here. Could you smash that like as you come in? Say hi and see how many thumbs up we can get for the hour. I'm only coming here because Mr. Crowley went off. Just a little bit of a chit chat, see how everyone's going, see what people want to talk about. You know me, I can talk about anything. It can be drone stuff, it could be art stuff. I want to try to do an art hub similar to one night a week only. I don't know when, we'll sort something out, try to do an art hub for a few people out there. Some of them said they're not quite sure how it all works, but I'm sure, you know, if I can pick an hour or two only just on a given night, see if I can, what I can sort of drum up. I've got a few art communities out there that I could probably join together now that I've had a few chats with them, and do it a very similar basis where we can sort of get together and just chit chat, chew the fat, sort things out. But tonight we're just going to chew the fat. Who we got in here? Have we got any? One. Says 00. No one in the chat. There was a couple of people come on, but they disappeared on me. Oh, that's okay. We'll see what we can do. We'll just wait a while until we get someone. Sometimes Roger's sitting there for a little while, but he gets a lot of people coming in, so it doesn't usually take him long. And Mr. Crowley, well, he puts on such a show. Everyone tries to chase him. But he seemed to be very tired tonight, so I got in there just as he left. And I thought, well, if no one else is on that I know, I'm not sure what Kev's doing. If Kev's on, well, I won't spend much time then. I'll only go for an hour. I don't want to crush his time slot. So, is there anyone out there? It's real chit-chat. That's all we're after, real chit-chat. And it's a different time of the evening too, which is morning for a lot of people. Probably very early morning. How you going? Whoever I got out there? Hit like if you can as you come in. How you going, Dennis? Am I cramping anyone's toes just yet? Could you just let me know? Because I couldn't see you guys on, and I've got your notifications. So I don't want to be on too long. I just wanted to say howdy, because Mr. Crowley went off, and yeah, I don't want to be on here for too long. Just thought I'd always used to come and look at you guys before or while Starcop was on. Howdy, what's that? 6:23 a.m. So I'm catching USA fairly early. So I don't know how we've got only missed. Who else we got? Just Dennis by the looks. Buffering. Am I buffering a bit? Buffering from time to time. Yeah, I'm only doing it on my tablet. And when I get my computer, I believe on the 26th I'm getting it. And the computer that I'm getting is going to be my computer won't be as big as Ken Heron's, but it may be a little bit bigger than Roger's. Not that I'm trying to compete. It's just I might as well have what I can budget. And if it can come with everything that I require, and if I have a bit of elbow room, I'll also take advantage of it if I can afford to. So that should be good. And then I'll be able to do everything, and I won't buffer as much because I have the internet speed. I just don't have the processing power, and I'm not willing to do it on my tablet on my laptop because that buffers heaps. It makes the noise bad. So I thought I'd just come on here just to say hello, see who's out there, even if it's only for a half hour. If I don't, could you tell me who's going to be coming on? Do you reckon the boys are going to come on, like Philly and that? Because I'd sooner go and watch them if I'm not going to get many people. So just let me know what's up. So, oh, how you going, Chopper? Good to catch you. Even if it's only for a half hour or to an hour. See how many people can come on. I've got a couple of people now, and some of my greatest friends. I mean, have you met Dennis? Chopper? Chopper, Dennis, meet Chopper. Chopper, meet Dennis. He's from Queensland, Australia, Chopper is. And Dennis is from America. They fly drones too. And Dennis has had a channel for quite a while, and so have you, Chopper. Chopper's seen on Ice Bike as well a bit. He does a morning show on Sundays, and I try to catch him if I'm not sleeping. I sometimes sleep in. Truth Seeker, how are you, buddy? If I haven't got you, I'll write you down and make sure I get hold of you, and see if we can grab a few names. So Truth, because I've been getting a few people lately that I may not be familiar with completely. And yeah, I'll soon follow, because as people know, if you follow me, well, I follow you as much as I can until I find out that it's probably wasting my time, because I want substance. So I follow you as much as possible, and I keep it up. I go through that many lists of clicking on their video, saying like, leaving a comment, play their videos. I smash their bell. I do all that sort of thing. So please hit like when you come in. See how I go. We've got 5 out there now. I'll just check the messages because after all, this is a chit chat. If you've got anything you want to talk about, just ask me and we'll chat about it. What's that say? How about you? Are you chatting to each other? Good. These two guys are good people, so chat away. I'll just be the host and let you go. And how are you going, Truth Seeker? What are you about? I'm getting new glasses within a couple of days, so I might be able to see the chat, because I don't need them for driving. I've been in the doctors for the last 2 days. I went 3.5 hours on yesterday, 3.5 hours the day before. I went down to get my driver's license today, get that, because they were going to cancel my driver's license 12 o'clock tonight. So in about an hour or two. So it's about 2 hours time. I was going to get a suspension. So I had to sort out with the doctors whether I could drive or not. Well, they give me clear health. They reckon I can see well enough to not have glasses, but a bit of reading correction is all I need. And everything else seems to be fit enough. My diabetes is going well, my blood pressure's going fine, my heart's going fine. And so, yeah, I was able to get my driver's license. So I am wrapped. It was a very stressful morning trying to sort things out. 3.5 hours again later in the motor reg. Took a long time, but they were very helpful. Yes, he says you don't need glasses for your driving, but people just take glasses or some defect in your life for granted. But man, he says this is what you can see if you have glasses. Man, from whatever the distance they show you, with glasses, I could see the bottom of the row of numbers and letters. So I could read the bottom row 100% with glasses. Without glasses, I could read the bottom to third row, which is still pretty good. He says good enough to drive. It's passable without glasses. So I was wrapped, but he says if you want to see good stuff, well, get these glasses for $100. That's all he's charging me. He said for the city folks, 370. I thought, thumbs up to you, buddy. So I just got to transfer the money and the glasses are mine. $10 for mail shipping. $10 later, and they're mine. They're at my doorstep. 2-day delivery. Yes, yeah, Dennis, if you can check out some of Chopper's videos, they are fantastic. He builds stuff. That's why his name's Chopper. Not because of the mass murderer in Australia. He's chopped stuff up and makes stuff. He makes these little trikes and he makes these little things and like he puts little cats in them, like dresses the cats up with goggles and helmet, and the little cats can drive these little trikes around, or his trikes, yeah. So hit that, smash that like if you can on the way in, so you don't forget, because if I'm here for a short time tonight, if I can gather up enough likes, the best. Yeah, the other day on my 5-hour marathon, it was 5 hours or 50 likes. That was the goal. Well, on my 5th hour, I got my 50th like. So that was the goal, because I'm only new. I might have a few subscribers now, but I'm still only new. So once people pick me up and checks a few likes, helps out the algorithm, I could be cruising, because not that I want likes. It just helps all the algorithm. That's all. I mean, you know, you're going to get good quality with me, because all the guys said I've had no dislikes. Only a troll come along once in a blue moon, and they've all said good show, well done, another good show. And I mean, I haven't been doing this for very long, but I just try to entertain you guys. I can mix it up and make it a bit funny later, but I don't want to be an ass. I don't want to make it like, if it flops, I'll just be myself. And that's all I can expect out of a show, is just be yourself and have something interesting to talk about. And believe me, I was for 5 hours non-stop talking. That was with no one else helping me out, to and fro. It was just me and the people in the chat, and they helped me get through it. It was a magnificent job. And I've got a few people that I need to get on their live streams, and I've had a few invites, a few interviews. It's been fun. I've been able to connect with people like all walks of life, like farmers, sportsmen, gangsters, trolls. I even got a troll that was trolling me, and I said, I'm really, really sorry, because he reckons I won't say what he was going to say, but he was just being an ass. And then all of a sudden he says, oh, could you teach me how to mix colours? And I said, of course I can do that. And I knew he was a troll. And now I'm going to do a video so he can learn how to mix colours. I'm going to do a video so he can learn how to mix colours. Well, I mean, that's the ultimate when you can turn trolls around. I must have a bit of a talent. What's that? Thanks, Jason, for dropping your... how you going, guys? I'll go down the chat and I'll just try to read everyone out. We got Chopper Rules 1. We got Dennis Lovelady 1. We got Dennis Lovelady. Top guys they are. Drone flyers and have their channels. We got David Muss, is it? Or yeah, good morning. How you going, buddy? He's from DC. So that must be America. And who else? I'll just go to the top. Yeah, so they're chatting along. That's all right. I just don't want to miss anyone out, guys. So yeah, look, check each other's channels out. Hit that like, smash that bell. Do what you have to do. Smash each other's. What you do is once you get off my stream, Just hook up with them, leave a message in like a comment, hit that like, and watch at least 2.5 minutes. Because you don't have to like everything that you see, but by doing that, you're supporting one another. It's like I said the other day, I had a few comments of people that loved the show. I said it's an analogy of checking out worms. See, I'm on a lot of worm channels and I've bred worms, and I used to get worms in the wild for fishing because I was a hunter and gatherer and everything like that. And it's like worms in a barrel. When you got some worms in the barrel, if you only got one or two, they've got to struggle and move around through that worm casting to try to connect and check out and have some love. Well, when you get one or two and three or four, when the channel grows, like the worms grow, the more worms they get, because together, that's when they can cross paths more often. Well, this is how we get our channels to grow. We need to cross paths. How you going, Kevin Fisher? Yeah, thank you for that. Nice to meet me, yes. So, yeah, when the worms cross their paths, that's when they can grow. And you need them to grow. If they don't cross paths like we do, we will never be able to grow our channels. And you've got to be positive. Because I was chatting away with some art people and different streams and that, and they've been in an isolated world. They haven't seen the world that I've seen. I mean, I've been going to different live streams that people that wouldn't even think that I would connect with. And it's been an absolute exciting journey. And I've always got something in common with the different live streams. And some of them I have, yeah, I know, I'm sorry if it's buffering. I'm going to get it better because I'm getting a new computer I believe on the 26th of March, or it could be even the 26th of January. I think I read today that my money was going to come in on the 26th of January. So that can't be February. Sorry, February. So, yeah, so close to March I'll have it. And then I'll have a big, huge system, huge processor, huge graphics. I'm going to have at least 1070 graphics, about 32 gig of RAM, and I hope to get 1 terabyte of SSD card, stable, solid stable drive. So hopefully then my computer system will be able to sort it out. But at the moment, I'm just on the tablet. As you see is what I get, and people are still coping. It's like the olden days. I used to be heavily into radios, long-range radios, short band, HF, CB, UHF. I was heavily into radios. All my mates would chat and whatnot, and some of the short wave, man, and high wave, man, some of them, they were so hard to hear each other, the crackling and whatnot. And look at where we come today. This is like the old days CB. But the difference is, you can be in this, before you had to be in the same country or the same town. But now you can be all over the world. It's fantastic. What's the people saying? Yeah, make sure when our channel grows, I will be getting some traffic through this, because like I hit 1,000. What was it on Monday, Australia Day? So it was just Americans weekend. So the last day of the week, because every goal I've set, I've predicted and set, I've actually reached or over. And so yes, so whatever I've predicted or done, it's been achievable. It just takes hard work and perseverance and follow people and connect with people that are going to connect back. Else it just doesn't work. See, I've got to learn how to do this, get blue wrenches out there for people. I'll do it on the computer later, and then I'll get people like Chopper and the drone community there that may pop on, Mr. Crowley, whoever. All the people I know and trust, I'll try to get a blue wrench for everyone, And when I get enough blue wrenches, then you'll be able to stamp all the other guys out. And if I had to. But I think eventually, like I said, I haven't had any trolls in my chats, but they've always left at least their mark. One per live stream, and that's it. Yeah, so I hope I haven't got my hand in front of my dial. Yeah, so I've had quite a busy day today. I even got pulled over by my local establishment of police officers to check me over and give me a breatho reading. And I said, yeah, you can do that, because I never drink, because I can't drink. My health won't allow me to drink with the medication I take. And they checked me over and everything, and they just said there was a tyre that needed to be upgraded on my car, because I haven't got a very good car. And so I'm just trying to ride it out for a bit, and they said just get a new tyre for it, and they won't take the car off the road. So I got a new tyre for that, so they sorted that out. So I went straight up there and got a new tyre. So they were very pleasant people. So thank you guys from Loxton Police Service. That's a town in our area in Australia. So thank you guys. A big shout out if you see me, because I told them what my channel was, and I spread the word to everyone. I said, check out Manic Magic. I said, one day I'm going to change my name by law if this stuff, all this caper works out. Oh, we got 10 there. Well done, guys. We've still got 8 in the chat. Anyone that's in the chat, just give a thumbs up in the comments there, just to see who's on. Because I go to some live streams, right? Like I went into a live stream the other day. They had 400 plus people, but I'm sure there was only about 50 people chatting. And well, how are we going to grow when there's not enough people chatting? And plus, I think it's pretty rude. At least say hello to the host. I mean, you don't have to chat to other people when you're checking out their art. That's all right. You can watch their art, but at least a nice hello would be good. Every one of you guys at least said hello. Thanks, guys. Yeah. So even if you just put a thumbs up, I can see it, because until I get my new glasses, I'll be able to see the chat a lot clearer. And just a thumbs up would be great, just so I know who's out there and I'm not talking to the wind, because I'd hate to talk to the wind. So yeah. So what you guys want to talk about? Manic, put an M on the word use and have, what's this? Muse, L-M-A. Manic, put a M on the word use. So I see Muse. How you going, Muse? Now I know your name. Thank you. Glad to meet you. I hope likewise. And I'll get to you and make. So I do have you, but I'll check out your channel more and I'll chat to you, because I believe I have you, but I have a lot of people. Gee, these guys out there with a couple of thousands subscribers, man, they admit they can't get to everyone, but hopefully for the time being I can try to get to everyone, most people anyway. Yeah, so I got my tyre changed over. Oh, and they were brilliant people in the tyre place. He says, what can I do for you? I told him. I said, I got pulled over. See, the trick is to be honest. And I told him the story without trying to do a sob story. He could see I was genuine, and he could see I had a disability. I couldn't walk very well, because he says, oh, for starters, you shouldn't be pulling up in front of the garage. He said I should have been in the car park. And then when I got out, well, he knew that I had a bit of a disability. He says, oh, sorry, mate. He says, how's your spare wheel? I said, well, I can't really change the spare wheel with my sickness. And he says, all right, we can do what we can do for you. I can give you a new tyre, because you've got to get one anyway. But he says, you might get it cheaper down the road. And I'm thinking, mate, I've got to spend a bit of money anyway on it. I'm being paid today. old Moles would pay what I was going to pay anyway, so his quote was okay. And then he said, just go in the office. They gave, the two ladies in there gave me a coffee and pampered me with kindness. And so I got coffee, and I was listening to Green Bay Wacky and Cab 7, Ben, and they were having, them two together, they were having a whale of a time. I said, what is it, sleep over at Dave's place tonight? And so he's been there for 4 days, so that was good. So then all of a sudden he said it was all done, so I paid the ladies and paid him. And then I found these lollies called Mentos. There was lollies in the console of the dashboard, and that just as a nice little thank you, which I thought was nice, because not a lot of people do that. Hey guys, I've got 9 out there, and who else? Oh, we've got Chop. I don't know. I hope you don't mind me calling you Chop, because I just like the word Chop. Chopper there. So I know you're a sort of guy that won't get offended, because we laugh about everything anyway. You're a pretty cool dude. Check out his channel. He has a really good chat. It's Sunday mornings, and then there's other times at random. I'm not sure exactly, but yeah, he does a morning on Sunday. If you can, I don't mind if you promote your channel there, Chopper, just to let them know if you know how to convert it American time. If someone might want to pop on even for 5 minutes in your stream and just hang out, because I know you like meeting good people, and yeah, because we've got people over the world. Like now I've discovered a community from Philippines, and I chat with those guys, and because I've got a sister from Philippines, and my brother frequently goes over there because his wife is from the Philippines. And so yeah, it's really good. They have broken English and broken Spanish and English and Philippine language, but they can communicate, and they talk to me and tell me what the other people have said. So that's been interesting. That's been a lot of fun. So I always try to catch their streams, as many as I can, and even if it's only for a few minutes, just to say hi. I'm just giving some support, like I promised, because they gave me a lot of support when I was hanging out for. But there were a lot of them are art channels and food channels and different people, and it's been great. We're like, they have little restaurants from their house over there, so because they're not relatively wealthy, so they've got fairly poorer communities, but they love life. Doesn't matter how poor they are, they're still living the life. And so they have little communities where they have 5 or 6 or 7 people cooking, and then they sell it to the street. So I thought they were all like one family, but they weren't. They were coming in, and they come into the chat, and like the mother would come up to the screen and say, how are you, and all this, and chat away, and then the son would come over and chat away and read out the comments, and then another person would come in, and they'd all have turns, like 5 of them, chatting away. So instead of seeing this dial, I was seeing a different dial every time someone had a chat. It's different to having a panel. They just had lots of people chatting away. What's the comments out there, guys? Yeah, Dennis has got a lot of content, and he did a video the other day. I think it was one of his best. Well, I liked it anyway, because I see Dennis's content quite regularly, and I thought it was one of his best. And then I seen Philly. Man, I thought that was one of his best too. He did a goal. See, what I do is I comment when I watch the video, so they know that I'm watching the video all the way through. So I leave a comment at the start, and then as I'll see what I'm seeing, and then I said, see, I'm still here, and I'll write in chat, I'm still here, and then I'll leave them a message. Well, what he did is he flew the drone through this church steeples, and man, and he says, he goes, and he said it was one of the scariest things he's done. Well, I don't blame him, because I'm only learning how to fly, and I'm having lots of fun. Man, when I get as good as him, man, watch out. Videos galore. So yeah, I was going to do a YouTube channel just for my art, but when I bought this drone, because I love drones, because I've always been into helicopters, RC cars, aeroplanes, remote control planes, kites. I was big in stunt kites and other kites that were layer upon layer, like for how would I put it? I can't remember what they were, but they were like kites that were pretty, and they were just in layers, and you could have witches and all sorts of different kites. I used to make them for myself. I used to make them like my own design, like a flying owl and all sorts. They were fun. So yeah, then I got on the drone community, on the Drone Hub, and then this is history. I've got that many subscribers from the Drone Hub. I probably have 100% of my followers are everyone that's on the Drone Hub, Canadian Drone Hub, I have and I follow. And now I'm only just picking up different communities, and I'm making my damnedest to follow them too. But I certainly love the small quads. How I coined the phrase, and everyone else is starting to coin it now, is I refer to it as drone art. And because, the way they fly those drones up and down the buildings, and then they go free falling down, and they just fly like crazy, and then all of a sudden they hit the motors back up and fly up somewhere else. Oh, it's fantastic. If you can, even if you're not really into drones, but if you just do it for the art of it, it's fantastic. Anyway, we're just past the half hour, so I'll just make it another half hour if we've got enough people here. And is there anyone done anything today that they can leave a little comment in chat? Yeah, tomorrow, I went to a friend tonight. I got home a bit late. I went to a friend's house for the first time. I've known him for a long time, but he's moved houses. So I went and visited him, and he's got a swimming pool. So when my legs get a little bit better, we'll probably go do a bit of swimming before the summer ends. So that should be a bit of fun. So he's got a very nice home. That was good to see. So I had tea, had a dinner there, late night dinner. So I got home late. I went and walked the dog down the lake late once it got after dark, so that was exciting. Anyone else leaving anything in the chat? I can't see any more comments. Oh, maybe I have to go down. Yeah, how you going, Homestead? RG, how you going? You're from Arizona? Good to meet you too. I've got you as one of my followers. And Lone Ranger, I'm not quite sure if I've got the Lone Ranger, but I'll write yours down. I'm off the screen, I'll catch up with you. Yeah, how you going, guys? Check out, hit the like, smash that bell, smash that thumbs up, because I want to at least get 20 if I can tonight. I mean, I think I've got about 11 or 12 now, haven't I? And if I have, how you going, buddy? I've got you on there again. How you going, John? Good to see you again. Jason Morrison. How you going? I can see you chatting away to other people. Jason NG, yep, I've got you as a follower. What's that? I visited Australia, Gold Coast, for holidays. For a few years ago. Love it. Enjoy enough. Oh, you didn't have enough money? Is that what you're saying? Or because it can be expensive over here. If I have enough money, if you have enough money, you'll go back. Yeah, Jason. Yeah, no worries. I understand you completely. Because I mean, I've got a budget. I've got a budget big time. It says that there's more chat, but I can't read them yet, guys. I've got to wait till it catches up. Kevin Fisher, how you going, mate? I said, gave you a shout out earlier, so it's cool. As long as I keep everyone informed. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks, Jason. That's good. And where are you from, Jason? Are you a fellow Aussie, or are you from America or somewhere? Yep. What's that? Yep, he's a blind ranger. What do you mean by that? Oh, you live in the Gold Coast, you're saying, or you went there? Oh, you're from Malaysia. See, I'm only just catching up. I'm half and half Singaporean, and okay, very good, fantastic. See, my brother's up at Cairns, and he's got a wife. He's been married twice, and both of them were from Philippines. He just loves the people so much, and believe me, I treat both of them, even though they're his first wife he's divorced with, but I have a lovely niece to her, and the next wife. They're all lovely people, and we've been to different Asian restaurants when we've had family gatherings, and it's been a lot of fun, just absolutely. And I get to see my niece quite a bit, and we chat every now and then. In fact, my niece's daughter, her birthday lands on the same birthday I have, which is quite exciting. When she told me that, we share the same birthday. It was really great. How you going, Stingray, Steve? Glad to see you back again. And you're from the Bronx. I love the dudes that on the movies and that, because that's all I can relate, because not being to America, I can relate to the movies with the Bronx and how you hang. It's not the accent so much, it's the way you talk. It's just everything. I just love it. It's like Mr. Crowley. I think he's from Boston, and I could really pick it that he was from Boston. And how they say, "You busting my chops," and stuff like that. And then they'll say, "Whatever." How they repeat themselves, and it's quite funny. Yeah. So it's good to know. Yeah. So I've had a very big day. I had to do a lot of phone calls. I had to sort out my internet. I found out that Thomas has given me a wave back. Wonder which that Thomas is. I'll find out. I got people off of. You're on the live chat. How you going? So Thomas is on the live chat. How you going, Thomas? Just got him on Messenger. And now I've got the Lone Ranger. It's a Lone Ranger on the Messenger. Oh, it's my nephew Thomas. I had my nephew Thomas today. I had my other nephew. Another nephew came in on one of my other live streams. It's been quite the family affair. On my other live stream is how to build your channel. Well, what you do when you want to build your channel, just briefly, rule number one is you let the message go out to all your friends and family. That is number one rule. Because if you're going to get any supporters, you get the biggest supporters you can possibly wish for. That is your nephews, your nieces, your aunts, your brothers, your sisters, your mums, your dads, whoever you can get. All your close friends at poker, whatever things, your activities, you just absolutely spam them all. When I say that, spamming them in real life, it's not spamming. But that's the only word I can really say. And you just, some of them get sick of you, some of them give you so much support. Because Rocco, say for example, and a lot of the others, their biggest support's been from their family, and they just share the love. And At least if you've got a few people following you, it's a start. So yeah, I've got all my nephews watching. My sister watches all my streams. If she can't do so, she gets my nephew's Nan. She checks out all my replays. So that's great. Is your mum on, Thomas? Are you in the light? Because is that who you are? You're the Lone Ranger. So my nephew is the Lone Ranger out there. So I hope he can grow a channel. He's only just come back from Japan not long ago. He went on an exchange student to Japan because he's still in high school. How fantastic is that? Meeting some nice people over in Japan. I was so proud to hear that, because when I was a kid, I would have liked to have proud to hear that, because when I was a kid, I would have liked to have gone to Germany. I wanted to go and hang out over in Germany and check them out for a year, or whatever the period of time is. And that would have been fun, because we got some German origin, and that would have been exciting. I say, oh, you don't know if she's on. Yeah, I tricked your brother the other day. You know how you go into Messenger and you put all the funny faces along the bottom? Well, I had the female singer with the big hair, the pink hair, and I had the mic, and I was fluttering my eyelids. Well, she went off. She was telling off her son, and he's telling him off, thinking he's connected up with some weirdo. And I said, stop, it's me. It's me, it's Manic Magic. Stop. I didn't want him to get in trouble. And the tablet back and says, you can talk to Uncle Trevor, that's okay, she goes. So that was a bit of fun. Like, he's only very, very young, which is a good thing. Yeah, they thought I was some weirdo. I was. It was Uncle Trevor. Well, Uncle Manic Magic. My real name's Trevor, but people call me Manic Magic now. Everywhere I go. I want to hopefully get a van one day, a nice flash van, and I want to put it with my logo across the van. And I want to kit it out just so I could do weekend trips, not to live in it, just so I can, even if I have to go into a motel or something, if I can then afford to, just travel around a bit, get some nice drone footage, do some art, do some paintings, meet up with friends, maybe off of YouTube, meet some family, get out there, and then come back to home base here. And that's my dream. If I can do that in a year or so, full time, to have my YouTube channels blasted along the side. I even inquired today, went in the motor reg, when I was in there trying to get my license back. And so I'm going to get some really nice thin number plates, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get them pink and black or black and pink. Well, let's find out. Let's flip a coin. Can we have one in the chat if you want me to get hot pink number plates for my car, or you get black with hot pink writing? Do a one for the hot pink number plates. Yeah, so Thomas, if you check out some of these people that fly their drones, even if you don't get a drone, just watch how they fly them. It's really artistic. You'll love it. What was that? Something come up with Jason. I hate this chat. Once I get my new computer, I'll be right. What did Jason say? Nice. Has subscribed to you and is following you as well. Oh, very good. I see you are. You're following them. Yep. As I said, I can't very well, but I'm coping. How you going? Carry on, Jeff. That's great. Good supporter. I'll catch you after. All these people that do. See what I do when I do a live stream. Everyone, even if I've checked them out before, it's no big deal to me. My priority is to get back, watch the video, put a like up on your last video, so I can so I can actually supply some support with the people that are supporting me at the top of the list. And then what I do is all my new subscribers, I get back to them secondly, and then I go down the list a bit further. I'll go down the list of people I haven't got. So that's why I've grown so fast, guys. I really thank you so much, because even if I just, my ultimate goal is to supply some help and do a chit chat, do a good channel, do some art, do some leather work, fly some drones, meet some friends, just hang out. Thomas, he introduced me to Clash of Clans, and that used to be a lot of fun. I don't play that anymore. It just got too hard as I was doing other stuff, but he introduced me when he was younger to Clash of Clans. So I'm a little bit of a gamer as well. That's why I can chat to gamers, and I go into their streams and hang out for a while. I just don't go in there just to see how many subscribers I get. I go in there and chew the fat and enjoy the atmosphere, and then hang out for a bit, and then maybe go and check out another and share the love. That's what we all can do, guys. Are you going, Thomas, are you going to think about starting your own YouTube channel? Because with the information I can give you, you can absolutely go flat out and smash that list, that subscriber list, if you're willing to listen, which you are, because the reason I listen to you and you listen to me when we were checking out games and stuff, so I know you can listen. So if I give you a bit of advice and show you how the ropes, you should be able to do a good YouTube channel too. That's if you want to, but remember, you've got school and whatnot, so make sure you balance your time, because your mother will kill me and your nan will kill me. Balance your time. Family, school, then YouTube. But then again, you're getting to the age that there's probably going to be another equation there. Girlfriends. Then there won't be any time for anything. Not that I want to embarrass you. See, all my nephews and nieces, they reckon I'm such a good uncle, and it's nowhere to lie. I'm not blowing smoke or blowing my own trumpet. I just love them all. And the ones that I get upset with and whatnot, because remember, we're all family and we don't all get along, but I still love them all. We still have our times. That's what family's about. Can't have perfect families, but you can still give them love. But Thomas, he's worked out to be a really good nephew. He's a really, really nice man. Urban Lady, how you going? Yeah, I put I got my other channel called I Love My Blow Up Drone. Well, I haven't really got involved with that a lot yet, but that will come. But I want to really just get this channel to grow, because I learned that I can still talk about drone stuff, and I still hang out. It's just that once I got my 1,000, I said now I can sort of base my efforts on content, and instead of chasing the followers, so I can concentrate on you guys that I already have and try to make substance, and so make good content really for you guys, and do the best I can. I want to be out there so everyone knows my name. Everyone knows that not everyone's going to like me, but I don't want anyone to dislike me, if you understand what I mean. If I get haters, I know that the haters will only be trolls. They're going to be people that will be pissed off with anyone. So it's not a big deal. And so I just will move along with that. But all I know is everyone I'm seeing on chat are all good people. Yeah, Thomas, if you can check out Chopper Roll One, he's got a really good channel with these with the stuff that he puts on there, and he's a really nice chap. And if you've ever caught up with my best mate Ted, he looks a splitting image of him, and he talks just like him. And that's why I get on so well with him, because he's very similar to my best mate. I've made a lot of friends on this channel. It's been fantastic. So yeah, hit thumbs up. Can anyone tell me how many thumbs up I got? So I'll wait till I get a recap. Yeah, what am I going to do next week? What's on my agenda? What's on my plans? One, I'll wash my dog. I'll get a haircut. I might try to lose some more weight. What else? Not much until I try to get my computer, because I've got to save up for all that. So yeah, I just hope I don't get any more hot weather for a bit, but I will. Oh my God, 15 thumbs up. Wow. If I can hit 20, I'll be absolutely wrapped, because that will be, if I got 20 per hour, where I got 50 over 5 hours, that was 10 per hour. So that will double last live stream. That'd be amazing. Mr. Crowley, how you going, mate? Mr. Crowley is one of my best mates on YouTube. If you haven't checked his channel out, please do, because there's a few here that probably don't know him. Check out Mr. Crowley and his drone. Well, he's the man that made me name my other channel the way I named it. Because I used to joke about Mr. Crowley and his blow-up drone. And he used to always cause a stir. So I thought, man, what am I going to name my second channel, which will be drone stuff? Well, I thought, I love my blow-up drone. And it stuck. And I started pranking him with it, and he didn't know who it was. And then we pranked everyone else on his live stream. He's from, I believe it's, I can't recall exactly where, I don't want to get it wrong. But he's in America, and he's got an accent, you'll probably work out where. He'll probably tell you in the chat. And, or just check out his channel, then he'll tell you. So yeah, I knew it was Boston. And I said that earlier, because I gave you a shout out earlier, bud. And I'll give him another shout out. If you want something really interesting, if you can check out Chopper Rule 1, Sean. He is fantastic. You may have caught him on iSpike the other day. He may have been on the same time you were. I'm not sure, but yeah, cross paths. Be that little wormy. If you remember the wormies, if you've got 5 wormies in a tub and they cross over, they're going to make baby wormies. If you've got 20 wormies in the tub, they're going to make 100 wormies. So yes, check out the wormies. And yeah, I had Dennis on earlier, Sean, because Mr. Crowley's first name's Sean. You'll get to know that when his live stream. He's one of the funniest men on YouTube. Check him out. He is. I don't know if he really knows how funny he is, but I know when he rebounds off other people in chat, oh, he's crazy. He hangs himself upside down from the rafters. He's got a rabbit that sometimes he threatens he wants to cook for tea. Rory the rabbit is his favourite mascot. He loves Rory the rabbit, so do I. Check out some of his Christmas videos or live streams where Gingy, the ginger man, would come into screen in shot, and he'd talk to Gingy, the gingerbread man. Oh, he's such a character. He really is. And he tries to keep it kid friendly, but sometimes he slips. But we'll forgive him, won't we? What's that? Stop? I'm not going to stop. What am I going to stop for? Oh, the fan mail. The reason why I fell in love with Mr. Crowley and his drone, I watched one video was to do with fan mail. Man, I don't want to tell you all about it. Watch the video. But it absolutely won me over. And if you watch that, you'll know why. And you will want to watch him. You'll want to grab his channel. You'll want to ring that bell. You want to smash that like. And then for the first time, checked out his mobile phone. And he worked out that if he checks out his handsome side and check out how good he looks, on his left side it was, I believe, he can walk around, and sometimes he does magic tricks. Sometimes he's there and then sometimes he disappears. Man, I wish I could learn how to do that magic trick. But he's good at it. Hey, Poet Maker, very good. He supports Mr. Crowley's channel and my channel, and he floats around. That's great. I support his channel too. Oh, he's nodding off to sleep. I know Mr. Crowley's got the same problem. I get tired too. He's nodding off to sleep. But thank you for calling in. And the only reason why I did a live stream, Sean, was because you'd come off, and I wanted to make sure I just did a little bit of a live stream, and I didn't want to tread on anyone's toes. I just thought I'd just chew a little bit of fat and chat about things, just talk about how my day went, how my last couple of days. I was able to get my license because my license was going to run out in, what time is it? I'll just see if my license had normally run out. No, in about an hour's time, my license would have run out. But I was able to get a clear health, that I don't need glasses for driving. I can drive okay. All my medical side of it was controllable. As everyone knows, I've got health issues, but it was controllable. So I was able to drive, which is good because it makes me a little bit independent. And you know how that is, Sean. It's terrible when you haven't got your independence. Because a lot of people on YouTube have got illnesses. Yeah, I appreciate that, Sean. I would have enjoyed your stream. I would have been on there with bells on. With bells on. See my bells? I've got to get rid of this shirt. I just want to get my other new shirt so I can get rid of this one. I'll use this just for a bit of art or a bit of an art smot. Yeah, Jason, meet Mr. Crowley, Sean. Check out his channel when he normally is on this time slot. So if he or he is sometimes he's after the drone hub, which is the Canadian drone hub. So sometimes he's on that time slot. He mixes it about, which I told him don't worry about it, because if people want to see you, they will try to get on your channel. They will try to chat. He gets live streams where he gets hangouts. He can get 5 people on the panel, and they all chit chat about drones and stuff. He lets me talk about drone stuff, but with my channel we talk about anything. So I respect him, because one day he says, "What are you going to talk about, Manic?" And I said, "Drone stuff." I said, "It's your channel. I don't try to hijack it." So we have an understanding. Yep, so I knew who it was, Jason, but I just wanted to make sure in case I didn't know, in case it wasn't you. But thank you very much. Yeah, I say hi back to Taylor. No worries, mate. Mr. Crow, we are cool. Yeah, we are cool. We sort things out. See, I'm terrible on chat. Like, I can't type very well. My head's a bit screwy. So I'm getting a bit slow. And Sean, he's so excited. And he says, keep up, Manic, keep up. Come on, tell me what you're going to say. Or he might misunderstand what I'm about to say. But what I do is when I try to chat too fast, then I mess up the chat and then it gets all the wrong meaning. But it's all good. Do you love that accent? Which one do you love? Mine or Sean's? Yeah, thank you. We'll chat another time. Like I said, Jason, you know me. You're part of the family. You know I keep it real. Everything I say is, some things are private, but a lot of stuff that I talk about is real. And you can be one of the first to admit that. So I've got that many family members on this chat tonight. It keeps me on my toes. At least I can't lie. So, okay, I'm just reading the chat, guys. I'm not trying to create silence. I'd play a bit of music if I wasn't going to get any copyright strikes. Because Bobby McNutt over there, he messes around with his Alexa. And man, does he get frustrated with his Alexa. And he gets copyright strikes all the time. I don't know how they haven't got him off the stream. But anyway, that's him. That's what he does. Check him out. I'm trying to hook him up and Starcop, because they live close together, and each of them want to fly their drone, and they get along. They voted for the same president, so that's helpful. So they're going to collaborate, and hopefully they'll be able to fly their drone with one another. They're slightly different people, but I think they could catch up just to fly their drones. I don't think they'll be in each other's pocket, but they might be able to make a day. That'd be fun. So who wants to shout out? Who have I got in there? I've got 2 people. So Sean, are you still there? Or are you sleeping on the keyboard? Oh, Urban Lad's on still. Oh yeah, congrats on the 1,000. Thank you. Well, after I got my 1,000, just in 2 nights, I ended up creeping up to 40. So, which is pretty good. I'm doubling my average of what I started with in 5 months ago. I used to get on the average of 10 a day. Now I'm averaging 20 a day. And if I play my cards right, I'll end up averaging 30 when I start working harder. Because I had a couple of days off and I wasn't hunting down subscribers from people that I want to get to know. It's not like I said, it's not sub to sub. It's people I want to get to know. And there's a lot of walks of life that we can all share from. If we all do that, yeah, like I've seen Sean getting around now, going in lots of different chats. That's very helpful. But Sean says if it doesn't grow much, he just wants to have fun. And I respect that. It's just that I've got a bit of a talent in the other way. He's got the talent of being funny. So whatever you do, Sean, just be yourself. We got 5 people back in the chat. As you come in, if you could smash that like. You've been sleeping. Oh, that's okay, Sean. Smash that like as you come in, please. I want to try and get 20 likes. It'll help my algorithm because the last live stream I did 5. It was a journey of hitting 5. I had to get to a goal of 50 likes or 5 hours before I stopped the stream, because it was a celebration for 5 months, because I've been on YouTube with my channel for 5 months, and so it was 5s. That was the theme. So I ended up hitting my 50 on my 5th hour. It was fantastic. And I was absolutely wrapped. And I only just got one troll that was passing by, but he left a comment, which is all good. So it meant that I got 51 or 52 or whatever. And I think it's been increasing. People have been watching my live stream for 5 hours on the replay. Now, is that dedication or what? I mean, I thought some people have live streams and they cancel them. They delete them. But when you get people, because I know that they've been watching the whole 5 hours, because my analytics shows the hour watch time just creeping and creeping and creeping. And I mean, they can't do that out of my 5-minute videos. They've been watching the whole 5 hours. Or they watch a little bit of it and then they get enough to say, good on you, mate, you've done a good job, thank you very much. But it's not all about me. I might chat away and everything, but it's all about you guys out there. They're the people that really make me bring tears to my eyes. Some of the journeys that I've seen out there where the growth, how you've been creating amazing channels. Where we're only creating amazing channels is because, like on the Drone Hub, say for example, people are upgrading their computers, they're going to OBS, they're upgrading their drones, they're starting to live stream, doing all sorts of things to improve themselves. And people are helping them out trying to do that. Interactive DNA, if you want to be able to upgrade your channel the professional way, go and check his channel out. And he has breadcrumbs. He does the Hansel and Gretel. What it means is, so you go and check out his channel and he will give you free software. He will give you free software for OBS. He'll give you free software where to do editing, his style, and it's equal to the best. And so I'm going to put that on my system when I get my new computer. What's that? Thank you, Sunshine. So you're calling me Sunshine or someone else in the chat, Sean? I'm trying to create a bit of sunshine for everyone. Did I miss someone? Who's Sunshine in the chat? Was there anyone Sunshine or am I Sunshine? You can call me Sunshine any day, buddy. Just don't call me late for dinner. That's you, Sunshine. Oh, no, I'm Mr. I haven't got my Mr. Happy shirt tonight. I'll tell you the real news. I actually wear these as pyjamas. Yes, they're the things that I wear in hospital and whatnot as pyjamas, is my Mr. Happy shirt. And I thought, well, who cares? That's why my Mr. Happy shirt stretched to buggery. Because I used to, often when I used to try to rest my arms, I used to go like this because my arms used to get so tired because I didn't have blood flow. And so they'd get so aching, I'd do this like that. And I'd rest my arms there and it stretches them out. And because when I was in hospital, I'm like this, my arms would ache. So I'd do that and sit up. And just so I could get a bit of blood flow in my hands. So, yeah, I do what I do. I don't care. So, yeah, I'm wearing my pyjamas. Mr. Crowley wears his pyjamas. Sometimes Mr. Crowley wears no pants. But that's up to you guys to be able to believe that or to check out his channel to find out. Oh, he wears a thong. Oh, do you realise, Sean, there's a lot I would love to tell you on the show. But when I had my 40th birthday, my friends in Adelaide, in South Australia where I used to work, a friend of mine, a work colleague, he bought me a live green. He bought me one of those mankinis in that colour. I don't know where that mankini is, but I might buy another mankini, and I don't know if I'll wait till the buffing. If I hit my 2,000 subscribers, I will wear my mankini in the middle of winter and go for a swim in the lake. And I'll make sure the mankini doesn't go up my crap. Right, and it's lime green. It might actually lose a couple of subscribers, don't you think? Oh, wear it backwards. No, I can't do that, Sean. Wear it backwards. So yeah, I've had 4 family members on my stream tonight, Sean. 4 family members on my stream tonight, Sean. My nephews and brother-in-law. No, not brother-in-laws. He's my niece's boyfriend. I think they're going to be married soon. But yeah, I've had lots of family members. It looks like 2 brains. What looks like 2 brains? Sorry to clean it up. Hey, well, at least I haven't been talking rude. I can tell a story. Would anyone like to hear a story? 1 second though, guys. I've got to get some tissue paper, and I've got to dry my lips because they're a little bit dry. Because I talk too much. I get very excited, don't I, guys? Rightio. What story can I tell? I can tell you a ghostly story. Right. There was this story, it's a serious story, and I try not to cry. I don't know if everyone has heard it, maybe they have. It was about 3 boys that died, and one got decapitated in a pickup truck, in their truck, and he only had the car for a day. And what happened was, because I have a lot of scary stories, and they're real life stories, and all my jokes are even real life. I don't need to tell jokes. Where I live and where I go and how I roll, I breed laughter, I breed happiness. I just get lots of things. What's that? I'm scared. You better be, buddy. What happens was, he only had his pickup truck for the day. And I was in the fire brigade at the time, and I've been in the fire brigade for 35 years, a fireman, and we had to do road crash rescues, pick up dead bodies and all sorts of things. Really, really, really horrid stuff. Dead people die in your arms, see people smashed heads, horrible, horrible stuff. And anyway, I was a stonemason. I'm still a stonemason, but just don't work as a stonemason anymore. And I used to carve headstones and do graves. So you can relate to that, Sean, because you live in a grave cemetery, where headstones are. And we had to do his job because the people that wanted the job done for their grave, because they knew me, and they wanted someone they could trust. Because I'm a salesman, right? But I'm an honest salesman. So I sold them the job, and they knew their job was going to be done nice, at the right price, and not rip him off. That's my aim and my first goal. Anyway, so that's how we got our best clientele. And the poor lad, we had their job description up on the wall, and we'd have about 20 job descriptions of different clientele at one go. That's how good a salesman I was. And we're talking about $5,000 jobs. They're like $10,000 jobs in American money, right? So still good jobs, but they know they were getting their money's worth. Some were only about $2,000, whatever they could afford. The trick was not to upsell them. The trick was get a sale, whatever they can budget for, and keep it with dignity and honesty and all the rest, like I said. Anyway, his job description was falling down, and it was sliding down off the wall and going under the desk and going under the filing cabinet. Well, every time I got into the office, that would happen. And it would only his. All the others did fall, and it didn't matter where we placed it up on the hawk, because it just, like I said, it had their measurements, the writing that needed to be on it, what concrete and all the rest of it, what we needed to order. And so as I walked in the office every time, and all of a sudden I took his name in vain. I said, that kid is really getting to shit me. So it wasn't really horrible words, but my boss said, don't say that, Trevor. He says, don't say that. You just, because, you know, we really love people and have empathy for the loved ones. And so we took it really seriously. And I said, oh, I'm really, really sorry, and all the rest of it, talking to him like he's alive. Like he's a live spirit, just in case. Because I don't understand all this live spirit stuff, but I cannot reject or dismiss what I see. I see lots of strange things. So that's why I do believe a lot of the guys on the ghost channels and stuff, because I know there's people out there that can see stuff. And I see lots of stuff. And that's what makes me weird. And anyway, we were doing his job. Putting his job, installing it. And it was all fun. When I say fun, it was pleasurable to put the job in as a craft. And it was all going well. We finished it by about lunchtime. Normally, it used to take about 4 o'clock in the afternoon to finish a job of that size. Anyway, we just finished it. It was looking really nice. Hey, where's everyone gone? We lost everyone. Oi, come back. Where are you? Where are you? Come back, come back. Is it 12 o'clock? Oh, there you are. I've got someone. Who have I got? Come back. I'm yelling and the neighbour's going to be pissed off. I'm sorry, guys. I've got to go back to work. Okay. Have we got Mr. Crowley still there, or who we got? Have we lost Mr. Crowley? Who wants to hear the last part of my story? Mr. Crowley, I think, left. He doesn't love me anymore. Mr. Crowley. Mr. Crowley. Anyway, if we've lost everyone, just put a thumbs up who's in there. Oh, Mr. Crowley's here. All right, I'll finish the story and then I'll leave, because that'll be about time to go on the drone hunt soon, and allow someone else to get on the channel. Right, the end of the story. Where did I catch you? Did I catch you where his job description was falling down on the ground and he was pissing me off? Right? Are you gonna? What's that? So you're gonna hear the story later? Yep. Oh, you do? I want to hear the story. All right. And what happened was we did the job and we finished it in double quick time. And anyway, you know, like in the old-fashioned movies, right? And you got the spooky houses and the cartoons and the Addams Family, where they have this big black cloud over their roof and they just attract trouble, spoil and trouble, like lightning and bolts and all the rest of it. Well, anyway, how you going? Who it is? I don't want to miss anyone. Hey, Steve, how you going, buddy? Well, anyway, this big black cloud, and it was on a clear blue day. And it wasn't a rainy day. It was not a dreary day, not a grey day. But this big black cloud come over the cemetery. It came from the distance. We were loading up the truck with all the gear on it, the cement mixer and the boards and everything else that was left over. And then all of a sudden this cloud come over, and what did it do? It just dropped its load. It just absolutely rained on this job. And as you know, Sean, you've been around, you know that concrete does not look good when it gets wet upon, and it just soaks away, and it just ruined the job, absolutely ruined it. And you can't just fix it. You basically got to strip the job down because it's got granite over it. You cut this granite on it and everything like that. So we had to basically pick up the job gear, go back to the workshop, and then think, what has happened? And we're just looking at each other, not knowing what happened. We can't believe what's happened. And we said all we could put it down to is see. Can you see why we don't take people's name in vain? See why we don't say nasty things about the dead? Because it will come back and bite you. So from that day on, we always looked after the poor people that had passed away, especially in circumstances like that. Horrible, horrible circumstances. So the moral of the story is, be good to people when they're no longer people, because ghosts are people too, if that makes sense. But yeah, we had to come back the next day and start the job all over again. What can you do? Who have we got in chat? We got 2 people watching, because I know that I don't have my phone on. So we've got, how you going, Beth? Beth Higgy. I better write that down in case I don't have you. I will subscribe to you. And so Beth Higgy. I'll just check that again. And yeah, if you want to subscribe back, do so. Anyone that hasn't got me, subscribe back. But while you come in here, please smash that like. Hit subscribe if you want to. Check my channel out. Leave a comment, because if you're a person that wants to grow on this channel and grow on YouTube, you have to smash those bells, hit those likes, leave those comments, and leave happiness wherever you go. Who else we got in the chat, guys? Have we hit our 20 Have we hit our 20 likes yet? Because I can't see, because it says 0 on my end. Yeah, it was an interesting story. And these stories I can never make up, mate. I can't make them up. Because normally when I tell this story, I often cry. I cry when what happens is, I have a gift. I have a gift of empathy. And when I talk about someone that has pain, or like elderly people that are stuck in hospitals, I can't help it but feel their pain. And when I feel their pain, it hits me so bad in the heart. And I end up getting heart pulsations, if that's the word. And I end up tearing up, and I end up getting so emotional. I just cry. I cannot help it. So that's why I can't help not be a good person. Because I have empathy wound up in me. There is people that I don't hang out with. There is people that I think are poisonous. There is people that are toxic. And there's people that are oxygen thieves. But I love all races. I love all ethnic creeds. I love all religious. And even I love all personal, political backgrounds. I mean, I've got people that I'd never ever follow, other than, well, you know, it doesn't matter where you come from. We just got to spread the love. Like Oprah Winfrey said, if we can't get along in our own backyards, how are we going to expect world peace? And that's my message, my friend. How can we accept or wish for world peace if we can't get along in our own backyards? And that's where we start from. If we can get along with the neighbour behind you, the people in your family, the people who visit you, people that you have to work with, and then you're just the next person and next person as you grow. If we can't get along with them, how can we accept or expect world peace? And plus, I've got to get off the live stream very shortly because I don't want to go after midnight. So I think I've got about 20 minutes if you want to stay on. If you want another story, that's okay. But I've got to respect my neighbour that's next door. Have a great day, Manic. Thank you very much, Sean. I really pleased to hear from. And what's that? Stop by Kev FPV. Yes, all right, I will. I'll get off the live chat in about 10 minutes with Kev because I didn't know if Kev was coming on. I checked before I came on. Kev is a good bloke. He's in the FPV world, which is the drone world, the quad world. And he's a really nice guy. Check him out. Stop by if you can. Leave some love for him. Hit his like button. Smash, like I said, smash his like. Smash my like. Hit his bell. Hit my bell. Hit everyone's bell. And just spread the love. You know my dog's sleeping all through this? She's so used to it. You thank Sean. So are you, buddy. So are you. You're a great guy too. And I always say that. I've always been a supporter of yours right from when you come on. I always try to race on to get on as the first if I can, if I'm not snoozing. And Starcop, always wanted to get on his show all the time. Or check him out. Starcop when he comes on every now and then. Look up who's Starcop 79. He's got a good channel. He's into trains and drones. And he does a mixture of reviews and tries out different things. And yeah, so who else can I give shout outs? Who should I? Mrs. RC. She does merchandise. Turtle Creativity. Yes, check him out. I have him. Or her. Sorry if I've mixed up if it's a he or a she. Just put in the chat if you're a he or a she. So I can tell, because sometimes you can't tell. So, see, hi Turtle. I've got my 20 likes. You have 20 likes. Fantastic. I can shut this stream down. It's because I only want to go for the 20 likes. We're buffering now. We got our 20 likes. I can end this stream now. Thank you, everyone. I just want to keep the anticipation up. If you like this stream, please leave a comment. Because you can leave comments with streams too. That's one way you can add the support. It all adds up to the algorithm. And I study the algorithm, and the algorithm does work. I know exactly where the countries of origin. I know the age group. Rightio, the buffering's over. Right, without further ado, thank you for tuning in. If you like what you've seen, hit that like, ring that bell, leave a comment. Manic Magic out. Have a good day, or have a good night, or have a good morning, folks. Thank you very much. I'm going over Kev's FPV and going to check him out. If anyone wants to come over and follow, please do. Thank you, guys. It means a lot to me.